Okay, here I am. Do you remember me? Hi, my name is Amy. This is Amy J's Creations, and I have not filmed for over a month. It's been like 7 days. Yeah, so about 5 weeks. I have been stitching, but I've also been like, there's just been a lot going on, and I've been doing a lot of things that are not stitching, which is great, right? Like I was stitching a lot when I was super depressed and didn't want to go anywhere and didn't want to do anything. And so it is nice that I'm having that change. But yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you guys, and I'm a little crooked and I can't, if I adjust it, then everything wobbles. So sorry, I just took you on a little roller coaster ride. All right, so, what have I been doing while you were away? Well, visiting friends, working, doing some secret sewing for Stitch Basel, and doing a little shopping, and some stitching. So let's get started with that. I actually have a finish for you all today, and I think I might have talked about maybe starting something, but now here it is in completely done. So this is a free pattern of an adorable, I don't know, cup of coffee, hot chocolate, whatever floats your boat. In our library where I work, we have built like a little corner. We're trying to make it all cozy and comfy, where people can, like, comfy chairs, and they can sit and grab a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and peruse through the books. We have a lot of older clientele, and we want to make a spot where they can come and sit for a bit and choose in all comfort and happiness a book that they want to read, or look through a magazine. We don't have newspapers, but look through a magazine. And so I decided that I wanted to make something for that corner to kind of decorate it. But like, I didn't want to spend money on a pattern because it's for my work. Like, I'm already donating the materials and my time. I don't want to pay for a pattern too, especially because I don't drink coffee. I would never make a hot chocolate bar area in my house. So like, I would have absolutely no use for these patterns except for work. So I looked on Pinterest and I made sure that it was actually free, and I found this one. And what I did, if you'll notice, I stitched this on this giant 10 count Aida. 10 count Aida. Wow. Okay, there we go. That's better. And I just grabbed the pattern, had no pattern, like no colors. What do I want? No called for colors. It was just, there's a gray, there's a white, there's these colors of brown, different shades of brown. So I just grabbed out of my stash some old JP & Coats that my mom had given me, some no-name leftover floss that I lost the papers for, and whipped this up. And now originally I started doing it with just a full 6 strands of floss, but it looked too sparse to me. I didn't like it. So I doubled it. So this is made full X's with 12 strands of DMC floss. And my daughter saw it and she's like, "Ooh, I like how it's like all puffy." And I was like, yeah, exactly. I want that too. So it'll really stand out. Not sure how I'm going to finish it yet, but I'm really pleased with how it turned out. And it worked up really fast. I did a whole bunch of it sitting in a car, waiting for a friend that I had driven to the doctor's office to be done. And then I just worked on it here and there at night. Great night project when you're watching TV, because like these holes are huge. So yeah, there's that finished project. And in between, while I was working on that, I continued to work on my haunted library. This is from Lola Crow, and you will see that I've got a needle with floss still in it. But here we go. I have gotten so much more done on this, and I I know it's not Halloween. I know it's Easter time. I have some cute Easter projects that I will show you in a minute that I've picked up that I want to do, but I cannot stop working on this thing. It is so freaking fun. But I will also say this. This project is never ending. I have never done a HAID. I have never done a full coverage. I have no desire to. I think it's fascinating to me. I love watching the progress of people who do that. But if I wanted like a really cool, old timey travel poster type image of Star Wars, I would just buy the poster and frame it. Like, I wouldn't cross stitch it. And if I thought this really pretty, cute picture of a bookshelf was super awesome and neat, I'd buy the poster. I wouldn't cross stitch it. I just wouldn't. But I enjoy watching other people do it. However, this to me feels like it's my equivalent of a full coverage piece. Now, is there spaces in between some of the elements? Yes, there is. I understand it is not a full coverage, but there are so many freaking different elements, and the pattern is banana pants. I've had to like mark off with a pen things I already stitched so that I wouldn't get confused, especially with in here with like the black and then all the brown that's coming in, because there's just so much going on. Yeah. So to me, that's my version of a full coverage. This is as close as I'm ever going to get, people. I love it though. Oh my gosh. And the more I work on it, the more things stand out and the more little cute details I see. And it's just, thank you, Lola Crow. And thank you actually to, Lizzie, I don't know, of Frizzy Lizzie Stitches, because she was the one, I watched her and she was doing this way back in actual, Halloween time. And I just was, I had to watch her like 2 or 3 times post her progress. And then I was like, dang it. Yeah, I got to do that. I got to do that. It's so cute. Okay, and then, but that, I will say this also, that Lola Crow piece is, again, it's not something I can do while I watch TV at night. And my husband and I, we watch a lot of TV at night. And sometimes I just feel like sitting and watching what we're actually watching and not doing any cross stitch. Oh, I know, blasphemous. But sometimes I do want to cross stitch. So that big coffee cup piece was good. And then, oh look, here's my needle again poking out. The other thing, I finally pulled out my Hometown Holidays. Let's see here. I am currently working on, whoa, there we go, there's the lighting. I'm working on that firehouse, outlining it. And I've done quite a bit of backstitch on the other buildings. And I did, if you can hear, I'm going to fold this over. I did get my quilt shop completely done. And if you'll notice that name on there, remember, I'm changing these to reflect my life and my kind of history, okay? And things that are special to me. So, of course, I love quilting, but the lady who taught me how to quilt is Jenny Doan of Missouri Star Quilt Company. I had a couple friends in real life as well, but she really just, makes it so easy, makes it look so fun, great patterns. So that's why my quilt shop is now Missouri Star Quilt Company. And yeah, I'm just going to keep working on it here and there until it gets all backstitched. The first top 2 rows are all done. And I've got, I changed out all the lights, all the windows. Those are all now yellow so that they look like they have windows. There's a few that are dark because like the school is closed because school's not in session anymore. but all the rest have that yellow light. Yeah, and I've got two full buildings and most of a third already done, and then I'll just have those last two to backstitch. And then I'm thinking about adding some beading. I'm not sure, but oh my gosh, I just love this thing. I know it's still going on, still getting worked on, but I want to enjoy it, I guess. And I don't feel a rush, because yes, it's Christmassy, but it's also like my life story. So I don't feel like I have to hurry and get it done. So that's my stitching. But I have one thing to show you that is a previous finish. Now I finished this way back my first year when I was doing Flosstube. And I had like maybe 100 followers back then. So I have a few more subscribers, still not 500, but you know, for one brief moment there was 500 and it was glorious. And now we're back down again and it's fine. But since I have so many more, I thought I would show this. And because it was complicated and I absolutely love the finish. Okay, you ready? This was originally, the pattern had it be, the happy was also written in this font. But after doing the Easter, I decided that was all that was necessary and I didn't need such a giant piece. So I just kind of finagled my own font for that happy up above. And I really wanted the look of a picket fence, okay? But like, I don't have a Hobby Lobby, I don't have a Michael's to go find picket fencey things. So I made this. And I'm going to show you the back of how I hodgepodged this together, okay? In Europe, we don't have box spring mattresses, okay? We have Latten. That's the German word, but they're not just a German thing. It's like all of Europe. But it's like wooden slats that go under your bed and they're kind of bent slightly at an angle and they support your mattress. And they're really actually very comfortable because they have some give in them. And also like by where your head is, you can raise it or lower it. And you can raise it just a little bit, which is great for when your kids are sick with a cold and they need to kind of like drain in the night. They can sleep sort of slightly elevated. And it all drains down the back of their throat and they can breathe either. Or you can do it so you're almost completely sitting up, like if you need to eat in bed because you're sick or you want to read in bed or whatever. And so we had some that were broken and we were getting new ones. And I took the pieces from the old one, cut them, sawed them down to consistent sizes, painted them white, and then used some foam core board strips to even them out, evenly place them to give it the look of my picket fence. And so even though and I ruched the ribbon on the top on the bottom here. So even though I sometimes get jealous of everybody that lives in America and has access to all these cute, easy finishing items, living where I don't have that does force me to be much more creative and kind of think outside the box. And I like that too. And then I found this little nest and glued some little eggs in there. And this leans on an easel for display purposes. So yeah, that's one of my previous finishes. Okay, so then I went shopping. First of all, I follow this lady on TikTok. Her name is Leanna. And she works at a framing store. And she shows, her TikToks are all of her framing cross-stitch pieces. Some that she has done herself, because she is allowed to pay for materials. She just gets a discount on them and can use all the really cool, awesome machinery and stuff at the shop to frame her stuff. And also for actual paying clients that come in. And she has been doing a whole bunch of those little miniature art masterpieces. And they're just absolutely adorable. And she's giving them these really ornate, fancy frames, but they're itty bitty bitty bitty. And I have just been admiring them and admiring them. And oh, wow, those are really cute. And then she got in contact with the people who made the patterns. And oh, of course, now I'm looking at this and I don't have the name of them here, but I am going to really try to link stuff below. Anyway, they gave her a code for 70% off for a limited time. And so I was like, okay, this is it. I got to do this. So I'm just going to flash one. So I bought, there's like a set of 60 different ones. And I don't think I'm going to do all of them, but I printed out a whole bunch, especially Van Gogh pieces and a couple others. But my family, we were in Amsterdam and we got to go to the Van Gogh Museum, and it was during COVID, so there was nobody in there, even though it was summertime, and we got to just see really up close all the beautiful, amazing paintings. And I just think it would be so fun to have a whole little at-home mini art gallery of all these little art pieces that I've seen with my own eyeballs in real life. Like I also have the Mona Lisa in here because I've been to the Louvre. We all have, and we've seen that with our eyeballs. So pretty stinking awesome. And I might do more as time goes by, but I figured I didn't need to print them all out right then, because even though they're small, there's still they're pretty intricate. And I was like, how many can I stitch all at once? So anyways, I just printed off the I don't know, 18 or something that I thought I would get to right away, or, soon, right away. In cross-stitch time is very, very different than other people's right away, correct? Yes? Yes. Anyway, so that was very fun and got it for a great price. And then I'm at our grocery store. And I always like to go look at the Easter display. I have a lot of Easter decorations, many of which I have made myself. And I might make a video later on once I finally get everything up the way I want it. But so I don't really need more Christmas or Easter decorations, but I just like that looking at the display. It just makes me happy. All those beautiful pastel colors and the cute sheep and the bunnies. And then I saw these. And I was like, I have to get them. They are wooden ornaments. I will pull it out because I have 2 boxes. Wooden ornaments. That you paint. And then it comes with floss for you to cross stitch in the wood to accent their little cute feet and belly. And they have a hole on top because here in Europe, another thing that we do is an Easter tree. Now, a lot of people in Germany decorate a tree in their yard with beautiful, big plastic eggs or real eggshell eggs, all kinds of gorgeous things. And I love them. I don't have a yard here in Switzerland, but I have some plastic pussy willow branches that I put into a really nice big green vase, and we hang a whole bunch of Easter decorations off of it, and it goes in the living room. And it's just a fun way to welcome spring. And so these are going to go on there. And at first they only had, I was kind of sad because this was the last package. And there was only 3, and I was like, oh, I'd rather have more, but okay, I'll at least take the one. Here's the egg. I'll take the one that I can get. Well, I went today, and they had more. So of course, I got a second thing. But now I'm just opening this up, and I'm just realizing I'm supposed to have a little woolly sheep. See my sheep thing? But guess what they gave me? They gave me the owl. But unlike in America, I can't go back to the store and throw a hissy fit and say, hey, this was an owl inside instead of the sheep that I'm supposed to get. Because they will just be like, well, maybe I could, but it's going to be a lot of hassle. So I'm going to hope that in my second one, now I'm going to open this because now I'm like, because that sheep is so freaking cute, dang it. I don't want an owl, I want a sheep. I mean, the owl's cute for Halloween or whatever, but okay, phew. And this one I have the little sheepy who. Oh, so cute. All right, so super happy with those. And then they also had in that same section these little tiny, they're bunnies. They're wooden. They're all different colors. And look at the little tails that they have on them, the little pom-pom tails. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they were $3. And so I had to get them. I have to. And then on one of the days my friend and her husband came from America to visit. They used to live here and then they had to move back to the States. But they come over every year. They like to go skiing in the winter. And so we see each other regularly, like once or twice a year sometimes, which is really, really nice. And so we met up my husband took the day off and we hung out with him for the whole day. And one of the things we did is we went to my favorite store. Now, you know that I cannot pronounce this. I believe it is Swedish or Danish. Søstrene. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. But so you know, here you go. There's the name. That's what I'm trying to say. And they had, the thing I love about this store is every time you go, there's something different. Because like every couple of weeks they get in new stuff depending on, oh, my hair looks crazy. I didn't iron it. I didn't curl it for you today. So sorry, you're getting what I look like normally. But anyway, they had these gorgeous, they had a whole bunch of different scents of acrylic paint. And I got these pastel colors because one, I want to use them to paint these guys. And two, I got more eggs to put in more nests, and I want to paint some of these. A couple of them I will leave natural, but I want Easter pastel-y eggs. I'm sorry, I keep looking. It's been a while, I forgot where the camera was. Anyways, I want Easter pastel-y looking eggs. And then they had these little nests. There's 4 of them. So they're smaller than my other nest, and I actually like them better. Yeah, so these are going to go in there. And then, I mean, it was like a literal treasure trove of fun stuff. Because then they had all these little mini, this is the back, but they're little mini canvases, okay? Canvas boards. Do you know what I got these for? Do you know? Do you know? You want to guess? Y'all. So I got a whole stack of them. Because they were less than $1, less than a franc. 1, 2, yeah. I got 8 of them to finish up my first little mini masterpieces. Super fun. Then they had a whole bunch of beads, and I know, Mill Hill beads, whatever. But I got some matte gold and these mint green ones as well, just to add to a project when I wanted. And then they had some wooden hoops, really, really nice. Not to cross stitch with, I cross stitch in hand, but for finishing. I want to finish something in this hoop. Paint it maybe. So yeah, got that. So I actually had haul this time, which, you know, is rare. So that's me, I guess. Real quick, life updates. Things are better. They're not great. I think it's mostly that I've just gotten used to stuff not being great. being horrible. And so now it's like, it's kind of the normal. And not everything is bad. Not everything is bad. But yeah, it's not how I would like it. But you know what? They can live their life how they wanted to live their life, even if they're making all wrong choices. Yeah, so that's that. Work is going great. Oh my gosh. The reading to the little kindergartners is the best. And they're so excited and so fun. And then I hid Easter eggs throughout, little chocolate eggs all through the library, and they got to go find them. And now I'm like their favorite human being in the world. I was up at the school the other day doing lice check, because yes, I'm the lice lady at our school, elementary school. And they were like, Frau Charles, Frau Charles, Frau Charles. Oh, so excited. They had to run up and tell me all their stuff and their little stories and show me their things, and freaking adorable. Yeah, so that's good. That's life. My professional life is going great. And my husband and I are super happy. He went and took me to see John Wick the other night, 2 nights ago, the latest John Wick, because he loves me and he makes sure that I get to see all of my boyfriend's newest movies when they come out. That's true love. That's really true love. And it was awesome. Not going to spoil anything, but it was a great John Wick. It was fantastic. Really good. And Stitch Basel. Really quick, I'm going to give you a plug. We're all sold out, right? There's no spots left. But now we're starting to get like, the stuff is coming in from all the awesome companies that are sponsoring our retreat. And I'm working on things that we're giving for the retreat. And it's like, it's really happening. And I'm kind of freaking out because I swear it was a year ago that me and Dawn, Frosty X Stitch, were sitting in the restaurant chatting about things that we wish we could have and do here that we see on Flosstubes from America. And we're like, yeah, we should do a retreat. And now we're doing a retreat. And people are coming. And I'm going to meet them in real life. So anyway, so for my first plug for awesome people and sponsors who are helping out with Stitch Basel, I feel like it's only fair to make the first plug for the awesome woman who designed our retreat pattern, which will be a retreat exclusive, and at least for 6 months, I think. But she designed it specifically for our retreat. And so I can't show you because it's going to be a surprise, but it's gorgeous. I'm stitching the model for it, so we can show people when, and it's Lily Pilly Stitches. So thank you to her. If you've never heard of her, go check out her website. She has some really cute designs. She's very talented. And the speed with which she whipped up this pattern kind of blows my mind. And the Edelweiss that we use on all our Stitch Basel official correspondence, you'll see it on the Facebook page, on Instagram posts. That is also, she designed that as well to be like a little scissor fob for our retreat as well. It's in addition to the retreat pattern. So yeah, she's awesome. Thank you, Lily Pilly Stitches. Really appreciate it. Hope that someday you can come to the retreat in person. She lives pretty far away. But we're hopeful that one year, if we keep doing this, which I think we're going to keep doing this, she can come in person. So shout out to her. Go check out her website. I will also put that in the box below and that's why I really want to do that, because I want to give her the attention and shout outs that she deserves. So yeah, for doing that for us. So that's me. I will hopefully be back sooner than 5 weeks, but I promise nothing. But I'm always worth it when I show up, right? Just tell me I am. Okay, bye. Cheers.